A lot has changed since then. Our CEO rolled out the uncarrier model. And I say that, y'all heard me say it before, the uncarrier. I say it with a lot of passion and pride because we are the uncarrier. We are literally ripping off the playbook of the way wireless is being done in our industry today. We are really transforming the industry based on what customers have told us what they're tired of in the past. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about the uncarrier because it's really awesome. There was 4 phases. Phase 1, unlimited talk, text, and web. No more of this. This phone has 500 minutes. That phone has 500 minutes. Unlimited if you two talk to each other. No, it's unlimited talk and text. Unlimited web. Now, when we talk about data usage is massive, okay? So, when people going over their data, we don't charge them overages. You've heard the term when I talk about no overages, which means that if your data is at 1 gigabyte, you're going to use that 1 gigabyte, and we're going to slow down the speed of that service so you don't go over and you don't get dinged with a surprise sticker shock of a bill. So put it to you this way, when I'm sitting down with, say, Bob, and you have a few workers out in the field, and I'm going to give you unlimited talk, text, and 1 gigabyte of data, that 1 gigabyte of data is plenty enough for that employee to do some basic surfing, to give research information, check emails. That is not meant for watching movies on Netflix, streaming Pandora, playing World of Warcraft, chasing Gandalf, or whatever game that they should be doing. They should be working. They should be doing the job that y'all have paid them to do. Okay? So that 1 gigabyte of data is plenty enough for that individual. Price on that plan, $20 a month. No contract. Our model is, if you're not happy with something, why should you be tied into it for 2 years? Why should we hold you hostage to something that you're not happy with? So we do away with contracts. Pretty awesome. That's our simple choice value plan. On carrier phase 2, called the Jump program. iPhone 6 may or may not come out this fall, we don't know. But if it does, the line's going to be out to store one. Everybody's going to want one. Okay? If you already paid for a phone for only $10 more a month, you can jump to that device. 6 months later, you get tired of your iPhone, you see it, you get an Android in your hand, oh, I want this. You'll jump to that device. Okay? So these plans are on a, we call it EIP plan, which you don't pay full front of the phone, you just pay a certain, we break up the installment plans. So in a nutshell, $46 a month, you pay for the device, you service, and you can jump to the device, next device. On carrier phase 3, global international. How many of y'all know people that have employers or customers that travel overseas to Europe, Mexico, Asia? Okay, 20 cents a day for the phone, as opposed to $2 plus for our competition. That is freaking huge when it comes to saving, cutting down the bottom line of doing a lot of work, shipping employees overseas. And finally, phase 4, ETF relief, early termination fees. When I'm picking up the phone, I'm calling, I'm trying to get my foot in the door. What's the number one objection I always hear? I'm in a contract. I'm in a contract. Well, Mr. Jones, I know you're in a contract. That's the problem. I can help you with that. What if I can give you $350 per line, ETF relief, come sit down with you and offer you a plan for only $20 a month? Will you want to come talk to me? I'm getting a lot of appointments because of that approach. So that is the uncarrier model. And let me tell you something. People used to laugh at us. They used to throw the senior management of our competition with those darts at T-Mobile. Not anymore. We are keeping them up at night. They are trying to catch up with us. We are really gaining a lot of ground in this industry. Now, a lot of people talk about the network. Network's a network. It's very competitive. It's just as good, if not better. We got 4G LTE speed as far as data is concerned. So we are the fastest. So it's not to say on the caller's way, your call may drop here or there. That call may drop here or there with Verizon or AT&T or whomever. So now, yeah, we live in the bayou. We work 9 to 5, a lot of people in this area. But there's a lot of people who want to go down to Terrebonne Parish and wrestle alligators on the weekends. Coverage might not be that good out there, but for what we're doing as far as in the business, and as far as our employees, coverage is fine. It's absolutely fine. Not an issue. So we all have phones. Most of us have tablets. So I'm going to talk a little about the value that I bring. Now, it's simple for me to come sit down with somebody and say, well, I got the cheapest plan, Jack. Okay? But here's what I can do for you. What if I can show you a way where I can take your paper forms, transition it into a mobile app, where all you have to do is look at your form, put a drop-down box, sign up when the trade is, sign it off, and you're done. For a plumbing company, the work order has to dispatch. The truck is supposed to be at a certain location at 8:30. They get a call from the customer, say, my plumber's not here yet. Where is he? We have a solution company called Forward Thinking where we do geofencing, where we'll find out and track that plumber, that unit. So that is some of the things that I work with small business owners to find these solutions that can drive down their costs. I mean, think about it. How much time would it take for a plumber or contractor to handwrite an order form, drive back to the office, and that's time. Whereas if everything's mobile, we can just submit the app from there. One application that I use is Salesforce. That is an awesome tool. I can be at my appointment. If I got 3 appointments a day, I can check. Okay, I met with John Doe at ABC Plumbing. Done. Submit it. Goes back up to my sales leadership. They know I ran the appointment, and it's time. It saves a lot of time as opposed to the old manual way of what have we done, where have you been. So that's what I do. That's the value I bring. I sit down. I don't try to hammer away and beat up people on price or just try to be aggressive. We want to. The success of another person's company is my success. I don't want to sit down and just sell phones and iPads. I could be at a retail store doing that. My goal is to help grow businesses. To sit down, find the pain points of what that business owner is going through, and how can I help them? Okay, and if it takes a few appointments, so be it. Because a couple of examples that I'm working on now, a company called Al Bourgeois Plumbing. They have a software called Corrigo. And I'm sitting down trying to find the right solution for that company. It's going to be an Android tablet. I've called the Corrigo software company in North Carolina that says it's not compatible too well with Android as far as time stamping and signing from there. So we'll have to look at HP tablets. So it's a little bit more hoops that I have to jump through. It's not like we're going to, let's just try to rush him and get some Android devices and try to reinvent his wheel and come with the mindset that we know what's best for you. We sit down and we try to make the customer happy and feel good. Another company I'm working with is Hammond's Transportation, school bus company, 200 buses. They don't have GPS tracking units on their devices. We don't know what that driver's doing. We don't know how bad that they're misusing the bus because these little units can tell when the vehicle needs an oil change, when does it need more maintenance, proper maintenance, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what I'm doing with that. So to kind of wrap it all in, just tell a personal story about myself. My dad was my greatest teacher, you know, to this day. My dad passed away in '98, but you know, in the supermarket, butcher shop, and when I was a teenager, I was a spoiled brat, you know, 14 years old, and working on Friday night, and 8 o'clock comes around, I want to get home. Okay, I've been there since 7 o'clock. Then it turns off the grill, ready to go. Customer walks up. And so I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Turns the grill back on. I'm like, we're closed. I was telling the customer we're closed. So another customer comes, and another customer comes, and I'm just staring at these customers. And my dad looks at me like, keep eyeballing my customers, we'll knock your head off. We're here to make money and serve people. Okay, that's what it's all about. So the moral of that was that that's where I got my basic foundation of the customer comes first. So as I grew up, whether, you know, it's a $20 ID kit that I have a problem with, and I have to go run back out to Bell Chase and we're fixing it, change it up, which is time out of my pocket. It's about ethics and morals. That person, time out of my day to do that, but that's the right thing to do. Okay, when I had my construction tool business, diamond blades, blade cost $100, didn't work. I don't ask any questions. Customer's right, I replace it. So the reason why I'm telling y'all this is that next time you're looking at referring me to a customer, when you know some of these people in my top 10, that if I'm gonna do something that much for a $20 little ID or a $100 blade, what do you think I'm gonna do for a customer that pays my great company T-Mobile 4 figures in revenue on a monthly basis and pays me nice commissions? I'm going to jump just the same as that one, because it's not about that. It's about taking care of the customer. And that is what I represent. T-Mobile is an awesome company. Once again, revolutionizing the wireless industry. We're having a lot of fun doing it. And it's because of this model, the Un-carrier, the leadership, the senior leadership of my management in Houston and in Washington makes it very easy for somebody like myself with zero wireless experience to come in and hit it out of the park exceeding 150% of the plan. Thank you all very much.